Alright, so what is going on, guys? Hi, Jackson Uteka here, and today I'm going to be bringing you probably my best gameplay in Black Ops 2 that I have recorded, and it might just be my best game overall because of how well I actually played this. I don't think I really had too much mistakes besides one pretty big mistake. This was solo, and the final score was 85-6. Let me just go over the gameplay a little quick. 85-6 on raid with MSMC, with silencer and extended mag, with diamond camo. And guys, obviously, if you're gonna get a good gameplay, you're not gonna play good players. So I'm not gonna go out there and say these kids were good at all, because I mean they were little dashboarding well, not dashboarding, but raids quitting fags, and I don't know why, but every time someone starts getting a good gameplay, someone's gotta. There's majority of the team backs out, and the thing that killed my momentum in this game was that there was migration of hosts twice in the same span of time, and it really kind of messed me up. And then the spawn slipped, and I did die 5 off of nuclear to a claymore. I kind of cut out the death with like a different translation, so hopefully that looks pretty cool. I think so. But yeah. But in this game, yeah, silencer, extended mags, diamond camo. This was actually after the patch, like the most recent patch, and I really think the MSMC is still a great weapon. Honestly, there's times in this gameplay where it really helped me out. I had last bullet to spray and still got it, but guys, I did get really lucky in this game. I have to admit, there are some crazy ways, and you should see it. I think that it's coming up soon. I jumped through a window and there was two guys. I had like 20 bullets to maybe not even that much, but like I killed the last guy and like with 2 bullets left. I was like, oh, that was crazy. But yeah, so I am running C4 and here it is, 24 bullets. Look at that, 2 bullets left. Yep, exactly. I'm running C4 and tack insert. I really like tack insert. It's really I couldn't wait to get to level 47, I believe it is, when I prestige, because it really is a great tool for me. It really helps me out a lot. It helps me so that I don't really have to move around as much. Well, I still move around and stuff, but I'm saying like so that I don't have to rush back into the spawn unless they destroy it, of course. But yeah, I really recommend to use tack insert and all that. It really does help in this game a lot. You can put it down pretty quick, unless if you don't have a good place to put it down, it doesn't really work. But if you have like a good place, I put it in a pretty good place here, and did work out in my favor. But that's pretty much it for the gameplay. Normal kill streaks, said dog swarm. This was before I prestige, so all that junk is out of the way, and normal perks and all that. But let's get into the commentary topic. I'm not really one of those people that is too big into tips and tricks, but I like to give my tips, and this commentary topic is just how to become a better Call of Duty player. And guys, to be honest, I wasn't a good Call of Duty player till maybe the middle of MW3, because it was just something that I used to camp, and I was one of those people. Everyone kind of starts off like that, and it's just that you have to watch YouTube really, because there are some great players out there. They have a lot of skill, and that's pretty much how I got better. Because I know some people. There's a couple of my friends that they'll watch YouTube, but they don't watch like the proper people. They'll watch like extras and all that, but he's not giving the tips that maybe the best people that are dropping 200 pluses are. And maybe even T Martin, if you guys know who he is. Maybe even watch him. He has some good tips and stuff. I'm not subscribed to him myself, but I mean, it's just a big thing that helped me out a lot, actually. And one thing I do recommend is moving to tactical button layout, because after I did that, guys, it was such a big change after I made the switch to tactical button layout, because that helps you win the majority of your gunfights. And I'm not even joking when I say this. I can win maybe 80% of my gunfights in this game, and in MW3 I won majority of my gunfights because of drop shotting, because you're not pressing B to crouch anymore, you're pressing the right analog stick, or if it's PS3, I think it's still called the right analog stick, but whatever. But yeah, so if you do switch to tactical, I mean, it's a quick transition, but it also does help out a lot. I mean, it really took me a long time to get used to it, but once I got used to it, it's a big change, guys. I mean, if you still play on default and you're fine with that, I'm okay with that. But tactical really is the way to go, guys. And also, just like I said, watching the YouTube and learning the spawns in this game, because this game it kind of took me longer to learn the spawns than it did in MW3 because I kind of knew those maps a little bit better. But now I know these maps pretty well, so I'm alright with it and everything. But the thing is, if once you learn the spawns and you're able to rush around, you're fine for pretty much the majority of the game because you have spawn knowledge. So in raid, I like spawn trapping at the seaside where I just spawned right now, and what you do is I put my attack insert up in that room, and you just control two areas. And I like doing that because whenever I used to play MW3, I used to control a certain area. You don't have to stay in camp. If you know someone's coming, or of course play defensive, whatnot. And that's just what I do. I mean, in MW3, it was really a big change when I switched to tactical and I knew the spawns. When I started to know the spawns, then I knew where everyone was. Even without a UAV and like in this game B setup, you can know where they're going to be spawning. So run back and forth in an area. Just don't camp in a corner because that's just one thing that will help you, just running back and forth. Because also use a silencer because I mean if you have the gun skill, of course use a unsilenced weapon. I could do that too, but silencer really helps you stay off the radar and it keeps you a little bit more stealthy. And I don't know, it's just a big thing in my mind, just staying off the radar. And also, of course, going for the higher gameplays. Of course, use the higher streaks like I'm running in this gameplay. And that's pretty much what I did. Just watch YouTube, switch to tactical, learn the spawns, ran back and forth in a certain area, and switch to the higher streaks if you could get them, of course. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I did to become a better Call of Duty player. So hopefully you could take my tips and try and put them into your own game style. So this gameplay is coming up to a wrap right now, and 85-6. I've died right here 74-2, but that's about it for the gameplay. 85-6 on raid MSMC, and if you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like. And that's about it for this gameplay. And for next time, I'll have Black Ops 2, of course, and that's about it. So I'm out. Peace.